Hey beloveds. Hi guys. So I have another word. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna call this. I don't know if we're gonna call them like beloved reminders. I think maybe we can call them beloved reminders. But so I just wanted, this is a word of encouragement. No, this is a word of encouragement. It's not a word of encouragement. I don't know if the body, us as the body, are like just going through it mildly, like on the low. Don't mind me, I'm looking crusty. Had a long day. But focus on the word. So I don't know if we're just going through it as the body, but I just wanted to kind of just remind you that the valley of the shadow of death, like the sun rises in the valley of the shadow of death. Okay, so you know how like in Psalms 25 we say like, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you're with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me, right? Excuse me. That is like a promise. That is like an affirmation. That is like encouragement. It's one of those comforting psalms that it's a psalm of abundance, number one, because it speaks about like preparation of your blessings within like the face and like the presence of your enemy, and that your cup will overflow. But it also speaks on the trials and tribulations that a person will face on their way to the table, to the cup that is overflowing. So and one of those tribulations is the valley of the shadow of death. Now, this is not actual death. So don't act like you're dead. Don't now go on your bed and not move, playing dead. Get up. Get up. Move your body. Like, use your lungs, breathe, pray, give thanks. You're not dead. It's the shadow of death. It looks like death. It looks like darkness. But it isn't so. Like, it has not taken over. This is still God's earth. The sun is still gonna rise. So when the sun is still gonna rise, what do you then do? You prepare like you're preparing for tomorrow. You plant the seeds that you need to plant, so that when your cup overfloweth, you have something to catch that, so you can share it. When your cup overfloweth, you have something to help clean up the overflow, something to help store the overflow. Like, you don't want things to go to waste. That is not part of the plan. Everything has to be done in a very, you have to be intentional with all your seasons, and understand that like everything else in creation, you yourself have seasons. There'll be a season of winter, there'll be a season of spring, there'll be a season of autumn, there'll be a season of summer. And when you are going through a winter, when you are going through an autumn, when you are going through like dusk, when you are watching the sunset on your summer, when you are going through the valley of the shadow of death, don't now act or forget the promises that the Lord God Almighty has bestowed upon you, because they are there. Don't act like God is human and he is not going to fulfill his promises, because he will. Don't now suddenly neglect that this is the Almighty, the most faithful. God is not like us. We are not faithful. We are not steadfast. We are easily persuaded. We literally be apologizing every single day. Like, every single day it's like, I'm sorry, my bad, I know that these are the 10 commandments, and once again I've fallen short. I've only like held up 7 today. You know what I mean? So don't think that God is like that with us. God is not petty. He's not going to go tit for tat with you. If you can only hold up 7 commandments, he's not going to be like, well, I'm only going to give you like 7. You know what I mean? Like, that's not how we operate. So don't let it now be as though, not me matching my flowers, hey. Got distracted. I rebuke the distraction. But don't be, I literally got distracted by flowers. Do you see? I have a problem. Guys, for those of you who don't know, I'm extremely obsessed with flowers, but now I was trying to deliver a word. I am so sorry. What was I saying? Oh yes, don't don't now assume that the Lord God is acting human. Remember, guys, this is not your age mate. This is not your friend. This is God the Father that we're talking about, the judge of all judge, the king of all kings, the omnipresent, the everlasting, the beginning, the end, the undisputed, the everything, you know, all the time, 24/7, 366, even on a leap year, he's there. So don't assume based on all your experiences, based on your understanding. And I guess this is also another reason why the Bible constantly says, like, lean not onto your own understanding, because like, if you assume to understand the grandeur and how the God of miracles, the God of wonders, the God of the Red Sea, if you assume that you are somehow going to grasp with this human brain, with this human existence, with these human references, how God operates, how he's going to get you out of the shadow of death, how we often find ourselves wanting to help God. Don't be helping God. 80% of the time when you're trying to help God, like, if you want to help God, be obedient. If you want to help God, be obedient. When you try to help God, when you try to, like, you're in the way. It's almost like a child trying to help their parent prepare food. It's gonna take longer. It's gonna take longer. It's gonna be dangerous, because he's gonna be, like, your parents is going to be excessively watching, like, oh my gosh, okay, you're holding the knife, okay, I hope you don't stab yourself. Like, it's just gonna be tedious. It's gonna take longer. But if you just surrender to be still and to know that who is God, thank you, then you're going to be able to just like let loose, let free, just be childlike, like to just skip in the valley of the shadow of death, like peruse in the frolic. It's frolic time in the valley of the shadow of death, because what? You fear no evil, because whose rod and whose staff is with you to guide you, to protect you. You may not be able to see him in the valley of the shadow of death, but guess what? Guess who walked and prepared a way before you in the valley of the shadow of death? Guess who? Just take a wild guess. You know what I mean? So that was just a reminder, because sometimes I also forget. I don't know. Yeah, I don't forget quite often, but sometimes I catch myself slipping and trying to help, or whereas I'm just supposed to like let go and let God, and to let go and allow myself to really receive the overflow. Because if we're going to play careful in the valley of the shadow of death, if we're going to plant careful in the valley of the shadow of death, if we're going to plant from a poverty mindset in the valley of the shadow of death, then guess what? You're not going to get the overflow. You're not going to get the overflow. This is about your blessing. Your blessing that God has promised you. He's not going to like allow anything to get in the way of that. Not a valley, not a dark day, not a Goliath, not a Pharaoh, not nothing. If God has promised you something, he's going to deliver. Because from God's lips, once it's said, it's done, it's sealed. Not even you can come in the way of that destiny, because your blessing is in essence part of a greater plan for the kingdom. So yeah, I just wanted to remind you of that, my beloved. We'll chat soon. We'll have a long, nice chat soon. But that's all I've got for you. Stay prayed up. Remember that Jesus Christ loves you, whether you like it or not, whether you're ready to receive that or not, whether you think you deserve that or not. He's literally obsessed about you. He believes in consent though. So, just let him know. All right, bye.